Hey, what's up guys, Brendanlok here and welcome back to another video. It's been so long since I first in contact with the Banpresto EXQ figures back in 2018 during my first trip in Japan. If you have watched my Japan vlogs, you know that I didn't manage to win the prizes from the arcade machine back then, and I ended up picking up myself my very first EXQ figure shortly after the trip, and that basically got me started with all the figure reviews that came later. So to those of you who have been around since the beginning, thank you so much for all your support, and today we'll be going back to the same character of my very first EXQ figure and probably many people's favorite girl from the anime history. And without further ado, and here it is, Asuna from SAO Memory Defrag in the Hooray Love Cheer version. As you can see right at the back, that particular Asuna EXQ figure has been one of my personal favorites of all time and has quite some sentimental value to me myself. But we're here today to check out this new Asuna EXQ figure. This Asuna EXQ figure from SAO Memory Defrag in the Hooray Love Cheer version is released by Bandai Spirit back in November 2019 as usual as a prize figure. Based on the photos online, I'm pretty stoked for it, and I can't wait to see how it actually looks in real life. So now, let's get started. Starting from the front of the box, we'll see Asuna over here in the background in her ALO form, which means the blue hair and also the pointy elf ears. And on the front, we see the EXQ figure labels, Memory Defrag Sword Online, and also the Memory Defrag logo over here with the Bandai logo at the corner here. And on the side, we get a full preview of Asuna herself in this cheer uniform. But other than that, it's just like any other EXQ figure that we have unboxed together so far. It's just this plain white background with the minimal design. And yeah, that's pretty much it about the box. Let's get inside. This time, this Asuna EXQ figure comes in 3 different parts. Here we have the outwardly separated upper body of Asuna, the lower body, and also our friendly neighborhood white base. A simple assembly is required this time, and ta-da! So starting from top, we see Asuna's gracious blue hair with this curly ponytail with curves towards the back, forming this wave-looking pattern and tied together with this huge yellow ribbon. At the front, she also has another 2 sideburns which extends to around her waist level. And before we move on, let's just take a brief moment to appreciate this beautiful shade of blue on her hair. I really like this slight shift in the color tone from the light blue in the center to the darker shade of blue at the ends. It really shows how much effort Bandai Spirit has put into the paint job this time, so thumbs up for that. They also didn't forget to include such tiny details like the pointy ears over here for the elf look. Moving to her body, Asuna's wearing this white cheer uniform with some yellow and blue accents. She's also wearing a pair of long white gloves with the yellow edges at the end. On her hand, she is holding these 2 pom-poms which shares the same shade of yellow as this huge yellow ribbon. Shifting down to the lower half of the body, we see Asuna's white cheer skirt with more yellow details at the center and around the edge, and minimal blue touch-up at the both sides. Going down a bit lower, we have Asuna wearing her white socks and the matching shoes to her uniform with the overall blue and yellow accents. And last but not least, we have once again our usual white base which serves as the anchor for the figure. As for sighting, this Asuna EXQ figure in the Hooray Love Cheer version measures a height of roughly 22 cm, which is at this point you should know is a standard for most of the EXQ figures. So if you have already owned an EXQ figure yourself, you can pretty much expect them to be around the same height. As for design, I really like this version of Asuna. The simple and on-point color choices and the posture designs that shows the youth and energy in Asuna, I really dig that. You can really tell the amount of effort into design by Bandai Spirit just by looking at the tiny details like the mesh patterns on her shoes, like the line patterns on the socks, and even the layers on the pom-poms. So huge props to Bandai Spirit for the great work and keep it up. So if you're an Asuna fan or simply a SAO fan, I'm sure this is definitely worth the pickup and you'll definitely not regret about it. But would you consider to pick up this Asuna figure in the ALO form, or would you prefer another figure in the original looks? I'm interested to know, so be sure to let me know down in the comment sections below. And at this moment, I'm also considering to go bigger and pick up my very first Nandroid figure for the channel. So if you're as excited as I am, you know what to do. And I guess that's about it for this video. Remember to like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I have more videos coming your way soon. Until next time, Brendanlok, out.